Sojourns, let's journey into sewing.
Hi everybody, my name is Chris and this is Sojourns. Welcome back to the sewing room. I'm glad you joined me today, and this will be a very quick video. It's a very quick tutorial that was requested by one of our viewers. So today I'm going to show you how to create a long drawstring for your pants, your elastic waist pants that have a drawstring, or you could use this method for straps, spaghetti straps, any kind of draw cord that you want. Sometimes it can be very difficult turning the tubes. There's all kinds of loop turners out there and tube turners, but I've never been really successful or happy with them. And doing the pin, the safety pin that you put on the end and wiggle it through, I've gotten halfway down a long tube like you would need for a draw cord around a waist, and the pin has really ripped through a lightweight knit. That's very frustrating. So I do it on my serger, and it does it in one step. So here is your Sew You Can tutorial on how to create a drawstring just like you see here on the Nusle Joggers that I showed you last week. I'm also going to show you my favorite aglets and how it is so simple to put those on, my favorite aglets. There is in the description box a link to the aglets. Also, if you're new, thank you for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that you'll know when I have new content. Thank you for subscribing, and here is your Sew You Can tutorial on creating a draw cord on your serger and turning it with ease. Okay, let's make our drawstring on the serger. So the first thing you'll want to do is cut your fabric, and I use the width of the fabric if I'm making a drawstring for a waist. And you can measure around your waist and find the exact amount. I generally just cut it the width of my fabric. So for knit fabric, it might be 50, 52, 54 inches, whatever. And I cut that 1 1/4 inches wide. And then I take it and press it right sides together so I get a really good crease. That crease is really important. So use steam and get a really good crease, as you can see here. I've got a really good crease. And then we're going to take it over to the serger and we're going to make this drawstring. Okay, so we're over at the serger, and I've got a lot of my LED lights taped up because it was too much light, and I want you to see this. I have the 4-thread overlock. I have my differential set on 1.3 because this is a 4-way stretch and I don't want it to stretch out. And I have created a very long serger tail. As you'll see here, it extends here beyond the bed. So create yourself a long serger tail. All right. We're going to put that serger tail into the crease. That's why it was really important. So we're going to take the fabric, fold it along that crease, and we're going to put this serger tail in there. Now I'm working from the opposite side, trying not to be in the way of the camera, so just hang with me here. So we're going to, you can even thin this, pull this serger tail so it's even really thin. And we're going to lay it in the crease and then fold it over. And I've got a little bit of slack up here. Keeping the serger tail right along this crease so that you don't sew it into your seam. Place it under your presser foot right along the knife. You can disengage the knife if you'd like to. Bring it right under the needles. There we go. Let's do that. I'm going to sink my needle, hold it. Okay, so now we're going to serge, and as we serge, we're going to line this thread tail into the crease, making sure it stays in the crease. So I'm tucking it in, and I've got a hold of it here, and I'm just going to sew. And as I get here again, I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to start to pull. Let me just drop my needles. I'm going to start to pull this thread tail so that it curls around back here, and it's going to start to fold in on itself. I'm putting it in the crease. I'm folding it over, making sure that it's right in there, and I'm going to continue to serge. And when I get here, I open it up some more and I tug on it, and you see it curling in the back. It's going to start to curl in on itself. And I'll do another 8 or so inches, making sure that that tail stays there. And you just continue down the road all the way to the end. So let's do that again. Checking that my thread is in the crease. And I'm pulling some more, and you can see it curling up back there, and I'm getting towards the end. I noticed that the thread was kind of floating towards the seam, and I want to be really careful of that. So I'm going to take my tweezers, making sure that it's tucked in there. Good. Okay, good. And pulling it some more, tugging on itself. Now we're coming to the end. When we come to the end, we're going to take this long tail and make sure it stays on that crease side. So I'm going to hold it right there. I'm holding it to the left and surging off, coming around and removing it. Now, do not cut the piece that's in the crease. Only cut the thread that's sewing the seam. There we go. Now we've released this from the serger. This is the thread that was in the crease. This is the beginning end where we started. And we're just going to pull on this and encourage this strap, this drawstring, to fold in on itself. And once that gets started, you're going to gently continue to work it down, pulling a little bit at a time. There it goes. Just pulling that down. And it's starting to turn in itself. So just pull the fabric up some more. You can feel the 2 layers of fabric in here now. And you just pull, and here it comes out the other end. You continue to pull that. And there you have a beautiful drawstring done on the serger in one easy step, so that the turning it becomes such an easy thing to do. Let me show you how to add the aglets. These are my favorite aglets. I found them recently, and I don't want to use any others. Here you have, it's a gold barrel. It's open at both ends. And then you have the cap, which just looks like a clip on one end and a flat cap on the other. I buy them on Amazon. I will link it in the description box. It comes in this plastic container in several colors. It's this color, like a brushed nickel, the gold, silver, gunmetal, and like a black, brushed black. Conveniently in this little container, each in their own bag. I'm going to put that aside. So now you're going to take your completed, couldn't be easier, drawstring that we made. And I like to twist the cord. Here I have my serger scissors, serger tweezers, which I use for so many things. And I'm going to insert the fabric into the barrel of the aglet and see it starting to come out. So I pull some out here, and then I take the clip, and I like to use this clip to clip onto the fabric. These did not come with instructions. This is what I've learned to do, and it works really well for me. Is I'm going to clip the clip, and my hands are in the way, I know, onto the edge of the fabric. And I'll show it to you. I have it gripped onto the fabric, and then I just insert that into the tube, push it flat. I give it a little press onto my cutting board, and there you have it. Can you see that? It's beautiful. This finish is so nice. it doesn't come out until you want to take it out. You can reuse these. This just comes right out again, and you can unclip it, and you can reuse them. Suppose your pants wear out, or the drawstring isn't functioning, or for whatever reason, you can reuse this. Couldn't be easier. There you go. Drawstrings on a serger, turning quickly, and my favorite aglets. Happy sewing.